So right in front of me I have the brand new iPad. This has been updated this year to have a bigger display. We're going from 9.7 inches to 10.2, making this the most affordable iPad you can buy right now. I also happen to think it's one of the best tech deals you can get today. For $329, you essentially not only get a tablet, but a computer. This is fantastic for students, possibly people who just want a great Netflix machine, and for those of you looking to expand the capabilities from a regular tablet into something more beneficial. Now, as you can see, this is the iPad right here. Right off the bat, I noticed the size of the display. It's a little bit bigger at 10.2 inches, so you get more screen real estate to work with. In the box, we still have a lightning connector. Hopefully, one day these regular iPads that are not the Pros will follow suit and have USB Type-C. We have paperwork, and inside that paperwork, we have lots of little manuals, which I'm not gonna go through. But of course, as usual, we should have some Apple stickers, which we don't. Maybe they're hiding somewhere else in the box. And this happens to be the cellular model. So you can actually stick a SIM card inside of here and use it while you're on the go. We have the charging brick in the box. I believe this is a 10-watt charger. That's right, 10-watt charger. So even if you have like an older iPhone, this will charge your device faster than the previous 5-watt chargers that were in the box. Now I need a moment of silence while I take off the plastic. Now the way to tell it's a cellular model is by the big black band at the top of the device. This allows the signal to penetrate the device in order to get reception. You still have the same camera that was on the previous 6th gen iPad. So the iPad's loaded up, it comes pre-installed with iPad OS. Automatically it goes straight on dark mode for me. You still get the similar screen in terms of like resolution. It's 1620 by 2160, so just over QHD. I know some of you might make some remarks about the bezel size, and yes, this is one of the more outdated designs, but I'm okay with it. This thing is $329, and you can make some arguments that the bezels are actually kind of beneficial. Let's say you're watching media, you hold the iPad like this. It's a lot easier to hold when you have some bezels on the side. So there's no True Tone. If you want that, you have to go up to the iPad Pro or even iPad Air, but you still have a good display. This display is still perfect for bringing it into class, for typing notes, for writing documents, for sketching, and most importantly, media consumption. Like 10.2 inches is big enough. Like you can go out, buy yourself the smart keyboard, which by the way, there's now a connector on the back of the device that allows you to connect it. And then go ahead and buy the pencil as well. And you basically have a laptop experience for certain situations. If you're a student, you're gonna like the battery on this because it's gonna last a long time. You can bring this to class. You don't have to worry about plugging it in. It's gonna last you the entire day. If you like to draw a lot, maybe you're not like a professional artist, but you like to sketch and draw, this will get you started. And the A10 chip that's inside of here is more than capable. Later on down the road, if you take things more seriously, you have the option to buy, let's say, a different iPad like the iPad Pro if you need more horsepower, but the difference is for most people, you're probably not going to notice it. The reason being is like the difference between going from this to an iPad Pro, besides like the higher resolution and the laminated display, is basically the intensity of tasks that you're doing. So let's say you're just a regular sketcher and drawer. I don't think you're gonna see that much of a speed difference between this and the more expensive iPad Pro. It doesn't really show until you start doing stuff like editing 4K video or doing music production and having tons and tons of tracks open that you're consistently working with. If you're just like working with 2 or 3 tracks, this is more than capable. And I think like someone who's getting into technology, maybe someone who's like 13 or 14 years old, or even an adult, you're gonna have a good experience with the more affordable iPad. Now, the one thing that does irk me though is the keyboard. The smart keyboard is great. I like the way it feels. The typing is good. It's just the price point. This is $159 US, which is like half the cost of the affordable entry iPad. I would have loved them to like reduce the price on it, making it more of like an affordable experience. But if you want this specific keyboard, you're gonna have to dish out $159 for it, then an extra $99 for the Apple Pencil. Apple Pencil's priced well. I mean, most styluses cost around $90 to $100 anyways, but I think the smart keyboard could have its price reduced. Now, the good thing is that there is a third-party market. You can go out and buy yourself another keyboard, but the downfall to that is that you can't take advantage of the connector, which means it's most likely gonna be Bluetooth, which also means you're gonna have to charge it, or at least remember to charge it when it starts to get low on battery. Like, I don't know. I personally don't think there's a better deal in tech right now than this device right here. For $329, this literally meets most consumers' needs. It's perfect for typing emails. You can browse the web, watch movies. You can work in Google Docs, Microsoft Office. You have access to all your iPad apps. So if you have like an iPhone, this is gonna use continuity so you can pair it with it. Even if you have a MacBook, you can seamlessly transition between both of these devices. Anyways, that wraps us up. There will be a more full in-depth review in the near future, so if you have any questions for that, let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, feel free to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.